Welcome to This is Cambodia. Coming up into today's program in local news. Two Cambodian sculptures returned home from the United States on Tuesday. The two sculptures were looted from a jungle temple several decades ago. Cambodia will host the 37th World Heritage Committee meeting next week. The meeting, which will take place from June the 16th to June the 27th in capital Phnom Penh and Siem Reap province, will be opened by Cambodia's Prime Minister Somdettecho Hun Sen. In lighter news, more than 800 dogs, accompanied by their owners, took part in the second dog running 2013 race over the weekend in Chile. The different breed dogs ran a distance of 1,400 meters. Hello, I'm Tana. It's Wednesday, June the 12th. We begin with local news. Two Cambodian sculptures have returned home from the United States on Tuesday. They were returned from New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art. The two sculptures were looted from a jungle temple several decades ago. Cambodian officials described the return of the sculptures as a historic moment.
It was a historic moment for Cambodians. Two 10th century statues were returned home on Tuesday from New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art. At the airport, 7 Buddhist monks chanted blessings for the life-size statues during a religious ceremony with the presence of officials from the Cambodian government and the Met. The statues were known as the kneeling attendants and were believed to have been looted from a jungle temple several decades ago during the civil war in Cambodia. Last month, the Met announced that the Khmer sculptures would be sent back home after 20 years on display in its Asian wing. Maxwell Hien, chairman of the Met's Department of Asian Art, accompanied the works on their journey home.
Because of new information that the Metropolitan Museum learned about these objects and how they left Cambodia, we felt it was important for them to be returned to the country of origin. These pieces were a very important part of the museum's display of Khmer and pre-Khmer art. Of course, we'll miss them, but new evidence that became apparent to us made it clear that they belonged back in Cambodia. So because of that, I'm very privileged to be able to return them to Cambodia today.
Hap Tuch, Director General at the Ministry of Culture.
As I said, it should be private. This is very important. You get whatever is left for us. Okay, the artifact. This is the culture. This is our culture. Okay, and you see, you cannot live without culture. And Cambodia used to have a very high culture, and we still have it. But we lost a lot. Now we try to rebuild it. You see, with the civil wars, with Pol Pot destroying everything. You see, we lost a lot. Now we try to get back to rebuild. Okay, whatever we had before.
Hap Tuch voiced hope that more looted Cambodian sculptures would be returned from foreign countries. Hap Tuch said the two statues were stolen from the Koh Kai temple site, some 80 kilometers northeast of Cambodia's famed Angkor Wat complex in the early 1970s. At the time, the country was in the midst of a brutal civil war and looting was rampant. The statues were donated piece by piece to the Metropolitan Museum in the late 1980s and 1990s and were considered legal. Cambodian officials said the sculptures will be on display at the Peace Palace in Phnom Penh during the 37th meeting of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee, which starts on Sunday. After that, they are likely to be kept either at the National Museum in the capital or a museum in the northwestern city of Siem Reap close to Angkor Wat.
Cambodia will play a historic host to the 37th World Heritage Committee meeting next week. The meeting will take place from June the 16th to June the 27th in capital Phnom Penh and Siem Reap province. Cambodia's Prime Minister Somdettecho Hun Sen will open the meeting to be held at the Peace Building in Phnom Penh. According to today's statement, some 1,300 delegates from more than 120 countries around the world will be in attendance. The statement says Phnom Penh will become a historic capital to witness the listing of national heritages of member countries in the World Heritage List. As of this year, there are 962 World Heritage sites in the list. This globally important event is expected to help boost Cambodia's image to the world. The event will also benefit to the country's tourism sector. Office employees and workers are entitled to between 1 and 3 days off during the coming national elections. This is according to the announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Vocational Training dated June 11th. The ministerial announcement was made in response to the request from the National Election Committee and EC. The ministry ordered all owners of factories, enterprises, and institutions to allow their employees and workers to take between 1 and 3 days off in order to go to vote. The number of days off depends on where the worker and employees work and where they will go to vote. The wages and bonuses of the workers and employees should not be deducted during the period. Cambodia will hold its national election for the 5th legislature on July 28th. It's a prize that you've never heard of before. It's a prize that offers you for your whole life. Cellcard is offering a greater chance for its subscribers to win a monthly award of 1 million real for a lifetime. The prize will be given to 4 winners, and Cellcard subscribers could join the scheme by topping up their Cellcard anytime in June.
1 million real or $250 every month for life. This is the latest promotion scheme of the country's leading mobile phone operator, Cellcard. 4 lucky Cellcard users will be offered this special prize. Now the first prize went to a lucky Cellcard user in Kampong Speu province. For Mr. Creeley, the prize he got is like getting paid a monthly salary without having to work.
I did win a Cellcard prize. It's 1 million reals every month for a lifetime. I am very excited. This prize is important for our family. For other users, you just top up your Cellcard and you could win the prize just like I did.
Cellcard launched the 1 million real every month for life promotion scheme on June the 2nd, and the scheme will last until June the 29th. Under this latest scheme, 4 lucky Cellcard users will get the prize. Every week, live lucky draw will be held on Sunday during the Sunday concert on CTN. Now you can be one of the remaining 3 winners by joining the scheme. All you have to do is just top up your Cellcard, and the more you top up, the more chances of winning.
That's all in part 1. When we come back, we will bring you more lighter news from the region and around the world. Stay tuned.